Time is a great teacher, but unfortunately it kills all its pupils. It is easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. To see with the eyes of another, to hear with the ears of another, to feel with the heart of another. For the time being, this seems to me an admissible definition of what we call social feeling. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. Trust only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. Men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are feared, but only men of character are trusted. You can be healed of depression if every day you begin the first thing in the morning to consider how you will bring a real joy to someone else. Overcoming difficulties leads to courage, self-respect, and knowing yourself. There is a courage of happiness as well as courage of sorrow. Life is just the same as learning to swim. Do not be afraid of making mistakes, for there is no other way of learning how to live. It is easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. To be human means to feel inferior. There is only one reason for an individual to sidestep to the useless side: the fear of a defeat on the useful side. A lie would have no sense unless the truth were felt as dangerous. The test of one's behavior pattern is their relationship to society, relationship to work, and relationship to sex. The style of life is a unity because it has grown out of the difficulties of early life and out of the striving for a goal. Every pampered child becomes a hated child. There is no greater evil than the pampering of children. The goal of the human soul is conquest, perfection, security, superiority. All failures, neurotics, psychotics, criminals, drunkards, problem children, suicides, perverts, and prostitutes are failures because they are lacking in social interest. It is well known that those who do not trust themselves never trust others. The only worthwhile achievements of man are those which are socially useful. The educator must believe in the potential power of his pupil, and he must employ all his art in seeking to bring his pupil to experience this power. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. God, who is eternally complete, who directs the stars, who is the master of fates, who elevates man from his lowliness to himself, who speaks from the cosmos to every single human soul, is the most brilliant manifestation of the goal of perfection. What person, confined in a small room with nothing but a tea cozy, will not eventually put the tea cozy on their head? Violence as a way of gaining power is being camouflaged under the guise of tradition, national honor, and national security. Death is really a great blessing for humanity. Without it, there could be no real progress. People who lived forever would not only hamper and discourage the young, but they would themselves lack sufficient stimulus to be creative.